The next day, I was heading for my lecture hall when some groups of guys blocked my path. Judging from what they wore, I could tell that they were cultists. "Excuse me," I said. "Someone wants to meet you," the cultists said. I replied, "Tell that person that I'm off to class and—" Before I could finish my sentence, they blew some kind of powder on my face, and I went out cold for 10 minutes. I woke up in an uncompleted lighting, which was their hideout. Their captain, Sheena, the most feared, known, and respected cultist in school, was staring lustfully at me. How rude I was on my way to class, I said. Sheena replied, "Class can wait, beautiful," touching my face. I stood up. "What do you want?" I asked. He replied, "I heard about your little drama with Mr. Dixon and I admire your toughness, so I want you." "Me?" I asked. He replied, "Yeah, I want a girl as tough as you by my side." "Sorry, not interested," I said. "Ha ha ha, I wasn't asking. I'm saying you are going to be my girl," he said. "I repeat, am not interested," I said. One of the cult guys said, "Babe, don't you understand? You don't have a say. He want you. He get you." I replied, "Not this girl. Now, if you'd excuse me, I'll be on my way to class." They blocked my way. "What an insult. How dare you think you can walk out on me? Look, I'm not your lecturer, and in case you didn't realize, you're in my territory," Sheena said. I replied, looking with disgust, "Yeah, how pretty," sarcastically. I tried to walk out again, and this time the guys blocking my path pushed me towards their captain. I fell and he grabbed my arm and pulled me up. Struggling. "Let go off me now," I said. He replied, "Who the hell do you think you are to come to my territory and insult me?" "Now kiss me," Sheena said. I spat in his face. He let go off me to clean his face. He laughed and hit me so hard across the face that I fell down. I became mad. "You hit me! You hit me!" Standing up, screaming, "You hit me!" They got shocked at my change of state. I grabbed a stick from one of them and started hitting him. His cult guys tried to rescue him, but I ordered them to stand still. Him, "Please." He was already bleeding when I dropped the stick. I grabbed him by his full afro and set his hair ablaze. Then I said, referring to the guys, "Who's next?" They all shook their heads, pointing to Sheena. "Help him out," I said. They rushed and poured some alcohol on his head. He was already crying. I became calm again and bent down to where he was sitting on the floor. When I came close, he shifted back. "I could have killed you, but I'm not in the mood. Stay away from me and anything that concerns me." I stood up and said, "Ew, you look ugly without your hair." He replied, "You just made yourself an enemy. This isn't over yet." "Yeah, right, bye, guys." I replied I left, and after walking for close to 10 minutes, I finally got back to school. I was heading to class when I saw Nathan sitting on his own. I frowned and expected him to say something, but he just looked the other way. He did something, though, that made me swallow my pride and talk to him. He pretended as if he didn't see me and I cared less. I walked right past him, and unknowingly, he did something that caught my attention. When I walked past him, he started playing a dope rap track. I just paused and looked back. I stood there looking at him and wondered if I should talk to him. I wanted to walk past, but the rapper dropped a dope lyric, and I just had to talk to him. I asked, rudely, "What's the name of the track?" He replied, shocked, "It's called Worst Behavior." "Is that all?" I asked, "What else do you want?" He asked. I replied, "Is the name of the artist gonna fall from the sky?" He replied, "Young lady, did you ask?" I replied, a bit embarrassed, "Whatever, I'll find out myself." I turned to go when he said, "It's Angel Haze. Next time, try to be a little nice." I just walked away, thinking, he's not so bad, waving the thought off. At least I've got the name of the song. A message entered my phone, and when I checked, my eyes caught sight of the time. Me. The fuck? I'm 45 minutes late. I ran all the way to my class. The lecturer was already in. "Just go back," the lecturer said. I replied, "Sorry, sir," and I left the class. I know y'all would be wondering why I didn't order myself in, but honestly, I was in no mood for lectures, and the lecturer was my favorite, and I respected him, so I left the class and went back to where I met Nathan. I sat down next to him without saying a word. You were sent out of the class, Rye? He asked. Me, staring into space. Yeep. Same here, he said. There's something I've noticed about you, I said. The fact that I bug you a lot? He asked. I replied, Asides that, you have a semi-hidden accent. He replied, That's because you're not the only one from the USA. My family and I moved here years ago. How come you speak pidgin so well? I asked. He replied, I learnt, plus if you live in Rome, you have to act like the Romans. Huh, okay. So are you a fan of music? I asked. He replied, Yeah, but not like you. I guess so. Let me see your playlist, I said. He did, and I marked some songs, handing him his phone. Here, send them to me, I said. He sent them to me and I stood up. Just so you'd know, I still hate you, I said. You're welcome, he replied. I say thanks when I want to, I said. I walked out walking, thanks. At home, I got home to meet Ima watching TV. Welcome, she said. Me, thanks. I walked to the fridge to grab a drink, taking shoes off and sitting down. You won't believe what happened today, I said. What? Ima asked, she said as she took a sip of my drink. Sheena asked me out, I said. She choked. You say? She asked. I replied, He abducted me, took me to his hideout and ordered that I date him, can you imagine? And you said yes? Ima asked. I replied, hell no. How are you still alive? Ima asked. I replied, I beat him up. What? Ima asked. I replied, and burnt his hair. Jesus, we are finished, Ima said. Relax, I said. She replied, panicking. He'll kill you and kill me as well. This girl has killed us. Hey, there's no need to fear. I'll totally protect you, I said. She replied, seriously panicking. I'm dropping out of school. Calm down, sit and continue watching TV, I said. She did as I said, and I laughed. Me, talking to myself. He wouldn't dare. Or would he? On a normal day, by 5 o'clock to 6, I normally go to the race course to ride horses and to the gym from there, but today I didn't feel like. After eating, I headed upstairs to take a nap. When I woke up, I met Ima in a bad mood. What's up? I asked Asif. She had been waiting for me. I'm not okay, she replied. What's your stress? I asked. She replied, There's a dude that always comes here to bug me whenever you go to the gym. Up? You mean to tell me that guys come into my house? I asked. She replied, Before you start to vex, it's just one guy's and he lives down the street. He's totally stalking me and... That's your problem, not mine, I said. She replied, Babe, help me out. How? I asked. She replied, Scare him away. An evil grin appeared on my face. I'm listening, I said. Just help me scare him away when he comes over so he won't come again, she said. I replied, Okay, I'll help. She replied, Thanks, so here's the plan. Shh, I know what to do, and I'm gonna do it my way. Follow me, I said. We went to my room, observing my room for the first time. Your room is so not pink. Me, smiling. I know, right, black is my favorite color. Come here, I want to show you something. I dragged a medium-sized container from under my bed. Don't freak out, I said. I opened it, and it was filled with a bloody liquid. Jesus, she said and ran out, rolling eyes. I'ma come back, it ain't blood, I said. I dragged her back to the room. It ain't blood. Then what is it? She asked. I replied, blood. You see, she said. I replied, it's fake blood. It's a powdery stuff you mix with water to form blood look-alike. Oh, but why do you have it? She asked. I replied, for cases where I want to scare trespassers, plus I used it on Danny for Halloween once. Okay, so how is this linked to scaring Ike away? Ima asked. I replied, well, I'm gonna take out one of my white crop tops, splash some blood on it. I'll wear my red contact lens, mess up my hair, and for the final touch, I'm gonna dip the butcher knife in this mix, and when he comes, I'll answer the door. Laughing. You are plainly evil, Ima said. I know right, and one more thing, you're gonna go through the back and let the dog loose, I said. What if it bites him? She asked. I replied, don't tell me you've forgotten I had the vet inject him so he doesn't bite. Her, okay. At exactly 5:30 p.m., We heard the gate open. Ima rushed to hide. We already set up 3 video cameras to record everything for my amusement. When we heard the doorbell ring, it was action time. Ima and I started screaming and shouting at each other. The doorbell kept ringing. Ima screamed, as if she had just been hit, and I rushed to the door looking like something that crawled out of a horror movie. Me, at the top of my voice. What? He fell down and tried to run away when Ima released the dog behind him. I was tempted to laugh, but I restrained myself from doing that. He was so confused. Him. I, I, walking slowly towards him with the knife. What do you want? I asked. Judging from the liquid that trailed down his leg, even an idiot could tell that he wet himself. No, nothing, Ma, he said. I don't want to see you here ever again, I said. He replied, Yes, Ma. Now run, I said. He turned back and the dog was still there barking and ready to pounce. He just ran out, dodging the dog, straight out of the gate and out of our lives. To the dog. Sparky. Come here, I said. I locked the dog back in its cage and went back inside. I met Ima on the floor, laughing like an insane person. She was even crying. Where were you when they were acting The Conjuring 2? You would fit perfectly in the movie, she said. I replied, laughing, Let's watch the video. We watched the video over and over and over again. Want to scare someone away? Rose is the one to call, Ima said. We had just concluded our semester exams, and I was checking out some cool places we could go to when I heard the doorbell ring. Ima, someone's at the door, I said. I'm in the shower. She replied, I replied, grumbling. I must get a gateman to make sure those gates are always locked, opening the door. What? I looked and they were 2 super cute guys standing right there, a bit calm but carefree. What do you want? I asked. Hi, I'm Caleb and this is my brother Romeo. We live just down the street. We're here to invite you to a party we're throwing on Saturday. Ima came out of the shower in her short towel. She asked, Who's at the door? Noticing they were guys, she screamed and ran inside her room. Romeo. Damn. We would love it if you girls attend, Caleb said. I'm not a party person. I replied. Caleb replied, Well, in case you happen to change your mind, here's your IV and that of the other girl. He handed me the IVs. Leaving. I'd really love to see you there, Caleb said. They left, and I shut the door looking at the IVs and thinking about them. They were obviously Nigerians, but judging from their accents, you could tell they were rich kids. I tossed the IVs on the table. Were those Caleb and Romeo? Ima asked. I replied, Yeah, how did you know that? She replied, They are the hottest guys around. Everyone knows them. Yeah, right. Well, they came over to invite us to a party they're throwing, but I told them off. I said, What? Why? Ima asked. I replied, I'm not a party person. Well, I am, Ima said. Relax. They gave us IVs, I said. Better. So what are you wearing? Ima asked. I replied, am not going. Walking out. You are, Ima said. Sign. I guess I'm going after all. I was in no mood to argue with her. I continued checking my laptop on the right places to go for a vacation. Ima, we're going to be traveling a lot this holiday, I said. Excited. Yes. Within or outside the country? Ima asked. Within, I replied. Her. Okay, but first we'll have to go spend some time with your family and MMA. I heard she's sick, I said. Yeah, and okay, Ima replied. I forgot to ask about that Ike guy, I said, laughing and coming into the room. He moved out, she said, laughing. Are you for real? I replied, Yup, and when people asked why, he said this neighborhood was too freaky, Ima said, laughing. I guess I did a good job, I said. Yup, at least no one would bother me, Ima said. I'm not so sure about that. I think Romeo might be the next bug, I said. She replied, If it's him, I don't mind. I'm going out with Aisha, her friend. Me. Okay, stay safe. She walked out. I closed my laptop and decided to take a stroll around my neighborhood for the first time, and it was cool. I met some cool neighbors, and they were all talking about Caleb and Romeo's party, a party that turned out different. Saturday. Ima was getting ready for the party while I was watching TV. You're not ready, Ima said. It's just 10 p.m. I replied. It started by 8 p.m. Please now, Ima said. I replied, fine. I'm going this way, though. You look okay, she replied. Me? Yeah. I'm going to a party, not an award show. In case you're wondering what I wore a skinny ripped jean, a crop top, and some boots. I had red highlights on my hair. I looked simple yet elegant. I took my phone and purse. Shall we? I asked. Ima replied, coming out. Yes, we shall. Woo, you look nice. Who are you trying to impress? I asked. She replied. No one. Romeo, right? I asked. She replied. Let's go. I laughed and locked the door. We got there and it was kinda packed. It was an indoor party. We knocked and Caleb answered the door. He, looking at me. I'm so glad you made it. He said, welcome. We stepped in and everyone focused their attention on us. This is awkward. Why are they looking at us? I asked. 'Cause you look amazing, Caleb said. I faked a smile and went to get a drink. The house was really big. I sat down alone while Ima went to hang with Romeo, who was all over her. Attention, everyone. I want you all to welcome our special VIP guest, Rose Dennis, Caleb said. I almost chalked. I didn't even know he knew my name. They started clapping, and I just waved and gave a fake but charming smile. I'll like to invite her over to the dance floor for the first dance, Caleb said. The guests cheered as he walked over to me. Whispering, Sorry I don't dance in public, I said. Oh, come on, we could totally make this work, Caleb said. I replied, still whispering, I can't. They are watching us, he said. I replied, aloud, No. The place became quiet and Caleb walked away in shame. Ima walked over to me. What's wrong with you? Ima asked. I replied, What? I told him I don't dance in public. You hurt his feelings, she said. That's what I do, I replied. You need to apologize, she said. I replied, I don't see that happening. I carried on with my drink, and she stormed off angrily. The party continued, and I didn't see Caleb anywhere. I was still on my own watching all the fun going on when some girls walked up to me. Apparently, Caleb's girlfriend was there to witness it all. Already jealous of the attention I got, plus I embarrassed her BF, and she didn't find it funny. Bitch, how dare you, she said. Excuse me? I asked. How dare you disrespect my boyfriend that way, she said. Her noise drew attention to us, and I didn't want that. You came here feeling like Miss Special, and you think you can insult my man, she said. I replied, You causing a scene. She replied, shouting, Don't gimme that crap. How dare you insult my man? Pissed. Well, I guess you should tell your man to stick to you and not chase after someone with no interest in him, I said. She was dumbfounded, embarrassed, and left me alone. Let's go, Ima said. I replied, Thank God, I want to go to bed. I walked to Romeo, me. Great party. He replied, Thanks. We left, and I went straight to bed before Ima could start talking. The next week was our vacation week, and it was to be continued. Stay tuned. Episode 5 coming tomorrow. Please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you.